Fantasy Premier League football is back. Come on, we made it, people. Yes, you held on, you hung in there. And now we are moments away from the first kickoff for the brand new 2022-23 season. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay London. This is FPL of the day. And in this one, we are talking about the final draft. Yep, team selection. I've managed to whittle it down to the 15 players that I'm really thinking of. So hopefully this will help you with your last minute decisions and give you an idea of the players that I am thinking about as well. As always, before we jump in, before we dive in, please do hit that subscribe button. Come on, I need every single click and all the help that I can get this season as we are trying to just make our stamp in the FPL community and as an FPL YouTuber. So once you've done that, please do hit that subscribe button, leave a little like, and let's dive in. The final draft, the final team selection for game week 1. Come on. So as I say, I've been thinking about this for such a long time, and I know you guys have as well. You've been going in and out, you've been tinkering and doing all sorts to your teams, but there's a few things that we need to remember, and one of the things that I need to keep on reminding myself is that I cannot own everybody. There's going to be a lot of FOMO going into game week 1, so the best that we can do is pick the best 11 players that we are most comfortable with and confident with going into that first game week, because yeah, we're not going to be able to have Salah, De Bruyne and Kane, are we? So you just need to decide which two or maybe one of those that you actually want. You're not going to be able to have Trent, Robertson, Diaz and Salah as well. Do you know what I mean? So there's been a lot of talk about that as well. So yeah, just don't be too hard on yourselves. Remember, it is a long season. You can make a lot of changes. There are loads of transfers that are going to be made throughout the whole season as well. So that's something that I've obviously considered and taken into account going into this game week 1 team selection. And let's not waste any more time. Let's dive straight in, and I'm going to show you the team, and I'm going to start with 2 players that are almost certainly going to be in the team. Like there's no messing about here. Those 2 players are Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mohamed Salah. Now, if you've been watching any of my preseason content, you will know that I'm a massive fan of Salah and of Trent Alexander-Arnold. There's just been no point for me trying to make drafts without these 2 guys in it, because they're 2 of my favourite FPL players, and I know they're going to smash it. At the end of the season, we're all going to be like, yeah, we knew that was going to happen. So yeah, I'm not starting the season without these 2 guys in the team. So yeah, that goes without saying. I know loads of people are trying to do a toss-up. They're saying that, you know, maybe you can go for De Bruyne instead of Salah. Some people are opting for Robertson instead of Trent. But yeah, these 2 guys, there's no talking me out of it. All right, there's no talking me out of it. These 2 guys are going to be in the team. So let's finish off the rest of the team by starting with, I've been going round the houses with this, and the person that I'm currently decided on is Ederson. Now, I've seen a lot of drafts. I know a lot of people are going for like a non-premium goalkeeper, yeah, which again, I guess, like I've seen loads of talk about Raya. Obviously we're keeping an eye on what's happening with Kasper Schmeichel as well. Like he might not be there for Leicester, so there's a nice 4 million player keeper that we could be thinking about, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But yeah, Ederson for me, I just feel like he's the safest bet. He is 5.5, which is quite high, but I just feel like you're going to get your values, like your money's worth out of him. So yeah, at the moment, at this present time, I've got a lot of faith in Manchester City. Mendy was there before previously. I am tossing and changing between the 2 of them. And yeah, there is an argument that if I do drop down to a cheaper keeper, then I might be able to invest some of the money elsewhere. But as it stands, I don't really feel like that extra money will make a huge difference to the positions that I would actually change. So yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's not argue about this. Ederson's going to be in goal. Let's move on to defence and complete it, which makes it look like this. Cancelo is always going to be in there. There was always going to be a way to get him back in. Reece James, I've seen a lot of people talking about him. I'm on the bandwagon as well. I just feel like I've got too much FOMO if he's not in the team, and I'm going to be fearing that game week 1, 2 and 3 kickoffs if he's not in my squad. And then I've gone for Trippier, which is a little bit controversial. I've seen quite a few people go for him as well. It is a toss-up between him, Cash and Kyle Walker. The only reason I haven't gone for Kyle Walker is you'll see I've already got two Manchester City players there, and I don't want to block any moves by having a third player in there if I want to bring somebody else in. No spoilers. Or maybe the striker is Haaland. You just have to wait and see. But yeah, I do like the look at that first fixture for Trippier. He does look like he is nice and attacking. I'm not relying on the clean sheets, but I do like the role that he's playing for Newcastle. There is a great chance that he's going to be picking up some bonus points there as well. So yeah, I'm really happy with this defence. I like the look of it. 4-4-2, Trent, Cancelo, Trippier, James in defence. Let's not argue about it anymore. Let's move on to midfield. I was going to do them one by one, but let me show you all of them. Let me show you all the midfielders that I'm thinking about for my final draft that looks something like this. Yes, Martinelli is in there. So is Luis Diaz, and so is Neto. So like I said at the start of the video, there's a lot of players that I would like. So this 8 million midfielder debate has been going on for a very long time now. Diaz is still the person that I'm sticking with. I selected him right at the beginning. I'm still sticking with my guns. I know there's Saka, I know there's Maddison, I know there's Mount, I know there's Mahrez, I know there's loads of people that could fit into that position, but I just feel like Diaz is going to be on smoke against Fulham and in Liverpool's opening fixtures, especially now that Mane's gone. Jota's out injured as well. Nunes has just joined the team. Firmino isn't like the biggest goal scorer, so I just feel like Diaz is going to have a very important role to play, and he's going to be one of the main guys for Liverpool this season. Of course, if he isn't, it's a straight swap to somebody like Saka or to Mahrez. And again, Mahrez would be probably the one with the highest ceiling. Like, we know that he's the most explosive player, but we watched the Community Shield. Man City don't look like they're 100% fit and on it. I know I'm going to be eating my words at the end of that West Ham game because they'll probably win like 5-0. But I'd rather start with Diaz and then move to someone like Mahrez a little bit later. Neto goes without saying. He's 5.5, a nice enabler. I do like Wolves' fixtures going forward as well. I would actually prefer to have someone like Marcus Rashford there instead. But for 5.5... I really do like the look of him. Loads of people have gone for Bailey as well, which again is a very good option, very good choice. But I just feel like I've seen more of Neto. I like the way that he's looked in pre-season, just slightly a little bit more than what I've seen from Bailey, even though Bailey has been on good form as well. So yeah, I'm going to go with Neto. I just assume that Leeds are going to be attacking that fixture, so Wolves could have quite a bit more space than they used to, and actually manage to score some goals. And then Martinelli covers that Arsenal midfield. So loads of people going for Saka. Again, a person that I'm going to have a lot of FOMO for. But for 6 mil, I really feel like Martinelli is going to be one of the most best bargains of the season. £6 million for Martinelli in an Arsenal team where he looks like he's going to be starting. He's going to be involved with a lot of the goals. Looks like Smith Rowe might be out and might be missing that first game week of the season as well. So yeah, Martinelli 100% now. He ain't going anywhere. 6 mil. Happy with him in the team. Which leaves 2 more places up front, which is going to be a big debate. You know one of them straight away. You know that one of them is going to be this guy right here, Gabriel Jesus. I don't need to talk about him too much. He is the most owned player in FPL at the moment, and it's for good reason. Before pre-season, he was in my team because he was 8 mil, nice and cheap, and we just assume that he's going to be the main man for Arsenal. And we've seen that now in pre-season. We've seen how dangerous he can be, how dangerous he can potentially be for the season. We don't know if he's going to 100% carry that across his pre-season form into like the Premier League, but we do know that he is fit, he is sharp, and he is ready to go, and he's going to be starting. So yeah, for 8 mil, I really, really do like the look of him on my team. Wilson would be the one that I would like here as well. Going to have a lot of FOMO for him. Havertz, I'm going to keep an eye on him as well. But yeah, it's non-debatable. I do also feel like, I might just point out, I do also feel like Crystal Palace do have a really good chance of beating Arsenal. Sorry, Arsenal fans. I know you've looked amazing in pre-season, but that's just typical Arsenal. Like, you do amazing in pre-season. Game week 1, Friday night, you're playing Crystal Palace, and then, yeah, it's a shocker. It's a spoiler. Zaha comes away with like 3 goals. So Crystal Palace could cause an upset here, but I'm going to go with my guns. I'm going to stick with Gabriel Jesus and Martinelli, doubling up on Arsenal. I like the look of it. And the last place has been a debate that is going to go on right until the final deadline, which is, of course, Harry Kane versus Haaland. So my choice is based on pre-season. So you can probably guess who I'm going to go for. Kane has looked a lot more sharper. Haaland is still finding his way into the team, although I do really expect Haaland to be on absolute smoke as soon as he finds his form. So for that reason, we're going to start with Harry Kane playing against Southampton at home. I just can't ignore this, yeah? It's nice to have a Tottenham player in there as well, putting some of my eggs into some other baskets. And yeah, I just feel like he's more reliable for game week 1. So that's what I really want to do. Is just focus on game week 1. Make sure that all of these guys are going to be playing, starting, and have a possibility to be scoring me some points. And then as we go on, it's no problem. We can just continue to go on and swap people around. We do have transfers, and as I said at the start of the video, you cannot own everybody. Let's have a quick look at the bench. Of course, Ward is on the bench. Loads of speculation coming out at the moment about Kasper Schmeichel. I don't know when you're watching this video, if it's like before he's made a transfer or if those rumours have got a lot more solid, but it looks like he could be on his way out. And if that is the case, then Ward is going to be the person that is on everybody's substitute bench, if not starting in goal for 4 mil. Next to him is Andreas, again, a person that's been picked by a lot of managers for 4.5. I do feel like he's the best 4.5 million midfielder. I'm not expecting him to get too many minutes. Nico Williams, and then I've just gone for anybody in that final slot. It's just going to be somebody who's just going to rot on the bench and not going to play. So there we go. I really do like the look of this team now. I've gone through so many different like variations and drafts and all of that. But I'm going to be a little bit of a wimp for the first couple of game weeks and just play it safe. Make sure that I've got the players that I believe in most and not take too many risks and too many gambles. And then as the season goes on, obviously, I'm going to be chopping and changing things and bringing in some differentials and some players that I like the look of based on the eye test. So yeah, at the moment, this is what the team stands like. This is what it looks like. And just before the game week, caveat, I do have the option to change a couple of people. So like the positions that I'm looking at are Trippier and Neto. So yeah, I'm a little bit, I'm in an R in there. Andreas on the bench as well. Again, it's quite easy to go from him straight to a Leon Bailey. So yeah, that is definitely an option as well. And Trippier could become a Kyle Walker, but then I don't know if I want to have 3 Manchester City defenders as well. So yeah, other than that, I think it's pretty solid. I'm feeling just nice and at ease now. A lot more at ease than I did a couple of weeks ago. But let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you're saying down in the comments. So there we go. There we have it. That is the team selection for game week 1 of the brand new season 2022-2023. Come on, we are here. We have made it. Well done for hanging in. And please do stick with me for the rest of the season. As I say, if this is the first time that you're seeing my face, welcome to the family. Please do hit that subscribe button, and while you're here, why not check out some of these videos just before you leave the channel. Let me know down in the comments, as always, what you guys are thinking, and good luck most of all. Yeah, good luck with game week 1, and I will see you on the other side.